gonna talk to you about Selena Quintanilla. I chose her because, as you can tell, I'm very obsessed with her. Ever since I was a little girl, well, young, because I'm still little, but yeah, I really love her. I'm gonna talk to you about her personal life, her career, and sadly, her death. That was her when she was little. She's so cute. Okay. She has two older siblings, Suzette and Abraham Jr. Well, the third. Her father is Abraham Jr. He was actually in a band called Los Dinos in the 1950s and the 1960s. And the mom was Marcella. Obviously, she was just a housewife. This is her dad. He found out that she had talent when she was like around 6 years old, and ever since then, he wanted to build, a family band with her and her two siblings. She was the lead singer, of course, and the brother was the guitarist, and the sister was the drummer. The sister did not want to be the drummer at all because she felt like it was a boy thing. So yeah, he formed a family band, and Tejano music, because that's what they did. Tejano music is like a combination of popular music, blues, jazz, Mexican music, it's rock and roll, like mixed. So, and her father was very, very overprotective of her. Selena did not have a childhood whatsoever. Her childhood was basically practicing every single day, all day, because her father. So she didn't get to enjoy the childhood. Music was basically her childhood. This is my favorite part. She was dating her guitarist, Chris Perez. He's so cute. Her father, like I said, he was overprotective, and he felt that Chris Perez was not good enough for Selena. He did not accept their relationship whatsoever.
That's not cool.
When he found out they were dating, he went crazy. Really crazy. He kicked him out of the band, and he told Selena, I don't want you to ever see or talk to Chris Perez ever again. She didn't listen. Behind her dad's back, she was, secretly seeing him. And one day she got so sick and tired of seeing him, behind her family's back, that she was like, you know what? The only way my father is gonna accept you is we get married. She was blunt. I want to get married. Chris was like, are you sure? Because we're young and all that stuff. She did not care. She wanted to get married. So she got her way. So he ended up marrying her. They at the courthouse, and so they got married in April 2nd, 1992, and they were only married for 3 years.
How old were they when they got married?
She died when she was 23, so like 20, like turning 20. So, she loves animals. Like Chris and her had 5 dogs, and they shared a snake together. It was mostly his, but they shared it. So, and then her
snake, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she always had a dream to open a boutique. But her father did not want her to have a boutique because he wanted her to focus her time on singing. But, you know what I mean? Because he said that's too much work. But she didn't care. She opened her boutique, so she ended up opening 3 boutiques. Selena's career. She was a singer, a fashion designer, and a model. That's actually she sketched that. I took it from the book, so that's exactly what she sketched. And not only was she all those 3 things, she was also an activist. I'm gonna play a little small video.
Music is not a very stable business.
You can hear it. Go ahead.
You can?
Music is not a very stable business. It comes and goes, and so does money. Your education stays with you for the rest of your life. And when you have an education, and you have nothing to fall back on, you can go and get a job anywhere.
She was very big on education. Very big.
Music is not a very
In 19 1987, she won Best Female Vocalist of the Year. And in 1993, she won a Grammy for Best Mexican American Album. So she won a lot. She won a lot, basically. She was called prima donna for the simple fact is, because she wore the bustier, like the bras, and she was like Madonna, but she was like the less, show off type. And she also received Key of the City in Houston. So she served as a spokesperson for Coca-Cola, like multiple times. And she was working on the English crossover album before she was murdered. Look, she loved her fans. She said that it wasn't for her fans, she would not be here. And her death, she died at Days Inn, and she has a museum open. They came out with a sculpture, like a statue of her death. And this is the video. I wanted to end with this video.
That, you have a dream, nobody can take it away. And you always believe that the impossible is always possible.
And I live by that motto. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about Selena.